Sara from AverageBetty here, and I'm making Idaho potato Spudnuts. What's a Spudnut? It's a donut made from potatoes. And I'm going full Idaho on my Spudnuts and filling them with Idaho's state fruit, huckleberry. Let's make Idaho potato Spudnuts. I've got an Idaho russet here. Get this peeled and chopped into equal-sized pieces. My potato pieces are in a pot with some water I've brought to a boil. Reduce the heat, cover, and cook the potatoes until they're fork tender, or knife tender in this case. I've drained the water and I'm going to give these a good mashing. Of course, you could use leftover mashed potatoes for this. You just want them to be pretty plain, unless you like garlic in your donuts. I'm portioning out a cup of the mashed potatoes here, like so. Here's a big bowl, and here are my mashed potatoes. This is milk. Of course, you could also use buttermilk. This is beaten egg. Get that good and combined. This is baking powder. You'll see it get a little foamy. If it doesn't get foamy, you need new baking powder. This is white sugar and brown sugar. It's a lot of sugar, but we're making donuts, not salad. This is salt, some melted butter, and a good dose of vanilla. Get that good and combined and start adding flour. There is a bit of feel to this recipe. You want to watch the dough shape up and go from what looks like a cake or pancake batter to bread dough. A total transformation. Just keep adding flour and folding until it looks like something you can handle. It's still going to be somewhat sticky, and for a more tender donut, you want a stickier dough. When it seems like you can handle it, the dough that is, flour a board and turn the dough out. Turn this dough ball out! Use some more flour and knead the dough into shape. That looks about good. I'm gonna cut out some small circles here. And really, you wanna keep them small. They'll grow in the oil, and if you make them too big, they won't cook in the middle. Trust me. You want the surprise on the inside to be jam, not raw dough. It's time for me to fry! You want the oil about 325 degrees Fahrenheit. As the donuts finish cooking, scoop them from the oil. Carefully. This is hot oil, people. Let them drain on paper towels. Time to fill the donuts. I've got my Dorothy Wild Huckleberry Jam, made in Idaho. Here's a plastic bag. I'm going to snip off the corner, and this is a metal thingy from a piping bag. It's got a large hole, and that's what I'm looking for. Fill this up with wild huckleberry. This is all for the purpose of injecting jam into the donuts. So if you have another method, go for it. It's a jam injector. Then just push the tip into the donut and squeeze. When it starts to squirt back at you, you'll know the donut is full. A good dusting of powdered sugar, and you've got huckleberry-filled Idaho Spudnuts. Get the Idaho potato Spudnuts recipe at AverageBetty.com. I hope you'll give these Idaho potato Spudnuts a try soon. After all, it's not often you get to say you're eating a fruit and a vegetable when you're eating donuts. Thanks for watching and subscribing. See you next time. Spudnuts.